Hello, what's going on? How you doing, Americanteers like I am? Because we are Americanteers. Today is December the 15th, 2022. And yes, I'm still trying to save America, come up with real solutions. And you should join me. We can do this together. You can be crazy like me and uh, and think we can do this together, whatever it may be. I don't know. I don't think I'm crazy, but other people may think I'm just crazy. I'm not sure. It really doesn't matter. I'm on a mission for a higher purpose, and so that kind of talk doesn't really come into play. The other thing that doesn't come into play is competition. Like I'm not competing against anything, anyone, any party, or any group. I'm not trying to beat someone to the punchline with my movement before they come around with their movement. This is not the platform either, for that. So it really is about change and changing. Like changing ourselves and helping change America, and we can help each other with that. And don't be frightened when I say that. Don't be scared when I talk about change. So I'm talking about good things here. I'm talking about progress, moving forward with your life, being happier. How can you argue with not being happier? I mean, what are you going to say? I don't want to be happy. I don't want to put any effort into that. I mean, you may as well come out and say that because that's what people are really doing. They just don't want to do anything to promote their happiness or help others that are working on it move forward with their happiness. So when we pursue happiness in America, it's tough. I don't even think people like the name or the word happy. I think the word happy just kind of maybe rubs people the wrong way for whatever reason. So sometimes I resort to words like, instead of saying I'm happy, saying I'm magnificent. And that's always get a double take from friends when I say that. They're always like, what? Magnificent? Who's magnificent? Who's having a magnificent day? And I'm like, well, I am in my own way because that's what I'm being, it's okay. It's okay to have a magnificent day. Even though it's a regular day, it's just a day of me just accomplishing little things. It can still be magnificent. Why not? Who wrote the rule book and said you can no longer have magnificent days or fabulous days or awesome days? You can't, and especially happy days. You can't have that. And I'm saying, yes, you can. Saying we can have that. All you have to do is just acknowledge it and say it. Just say it. And just say it out loud right now if you have to. I'm magnificent. It's so easy. It's just like, I am magnificent. I think it was like with syllables. It's like a 5-word thing. So that would be my take on that for stepping into a new day and being a part of a new change, and look at the possibilities of new ways that we can help all Americans, which is very possible. And don't, get weirded out when I say all Americans, because you're like, I just want to help my own kind of Americans. I don't want to help all the other people. That would be, raising the bar for everyone. I'm like, really? Wow, that's horrible. Why would we do that? I'm like, of course we want to raise the bar for everyone. And of course, everyone has to take their own action to make it work. So there's no like free rides at all. There's probably more free rides today than there will be when Americanteers really start to come into full kick. And not because it's being stripped away. It's because people will not need it anymore. Maybe they won't even desire it. It's one of those situations where if you talk to people, they say, well, I can't break out of it because if I start to make money to grow out of it, then I get stripped of these subsidy checks from I get from the government. And so I can't do that. And I heard the guy talking about that this morning too on the YouTube channel about what to do. And I agree with him. I mean, you just got to step up and do it. It's a toughy thing to let go because it's a decision of like, I do not want to be lazy. I can be more than this. And there's probably a lot of ways to do things that are kind of underground, kind of like you can still gain knowledge. You can still, work, side jobs, making a little bit of cash. So, it's, but don't fall into it as in blame it on the government. That's what I think my point is like, we're going to depend on the government and then blaming the government. That's the problem here. And saying that's why you're so paralyzed in this lifestyle, and that the paralyzed being in that lifestyle is not true. It's just something that you want to manifest in your own brain to make it justifiable, to have the excuses, and to be able to just, do nothing, pretty much, just exist. And then when you do that, all you're going to do is end up doing, like, not healthy things. 'Cause that's where things, kind of bad things happen. Evil starts to set in with people who have nothing to do, no sense of purpose, no desire to want to grow and be more enlightened or do something exciting or treat it like, if you could at least treat it like an adventure, that's a good start. And when I say the word adventure, that sounds like fun. A journey. That sounds like fun. You don't know what's going to happen. It's unknown. It's a mystery. And that is, at least you can have fun changing. That's the thing, is that you don't have to look at changes like, oh my God, it's changed, I don't want to be part of it. You can think of it as, hey, this is part of the adventure. And I want to be a part of the adventure. Why not? It's fun. It could be exciting. It could, it could, or it could be not that fun, exciting. It could bring out different emotions and bond with different people and grow into, better relationships or new relationships, that are just, healthy friendships from just going through the process. We just don't know what's going to happen when we set, or put forward to a new adventure. And that's what the Americanteer Movement is about. It's not about, work and charity and, and those things that you may be thinking, already assuming it's about. That's, get rid of that way of thinking. I keep telling people, it's a mindset. We're in a whole different football field, man. We're just not even in close to the other people, the real world, the real America doing the real thing. We want to change America, but in a better way. And hence, that's why we have to break away in our own way, so we can develop new ways of doing things, become more free thinkers. Do you understand what I'm saying? There's different worlds out there in society, and that's when you have to make a choice. And that's where, I can't make that decision for you. You have to make that decision for yourself, as to, you want to start to learn, or you just want to be an Americanteer. You already know what I'm talking about. It's not, a formula of sorts. It's pretty straightforward stuff. So, you can't just say it's I don't know what's going on. I have all these questions. There's no question. It's, I don't know what you're talking about. You want me to sell you on it? You want me to convince you of it? And I've tried that in the past, and then people still did not participate, which is sad, because I spent all that time talking and talking and talking, and still met up with a wall, where people just put up a wall, when it comes to something that's potentially going to really save and change America. And that's all I'm asking for, and that's all we're talking about here. So let's treat it like an adventure that we're both on, and have a good time. Enjoy the process, and when we're coming up with new solutions, we should be happy about that. It shouldn't be, oh my God, so, I don't know how to break it down, I don't know what to do. That is, I'll show you how to break it down. I'll show you what to do. It's not that complicated, so it just takes a mindset and a different approach to really make it happen. That's all, so let's have an adventure. Let's grab some snacks, put them in a bag, head out. Gonna make it happen. It's gonna be fun. Anyways, thank you for your time. Have a wonderful, excellent day. We'll talk later. Okay? Bye.